What's up, everybody? It's Josh at Silver Springs, and I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is we've got the biggest wine selection in town, and it's not even close. The bad news is it makes it a lot harder for you to decide which one's the right wine for you. We have 26 different Pinot Noirs on the shelf, and so that's what we're going to talk a little bit about today. How do you decide which Pinot Noir is the best Pinot for you? So obviously there's things we've talked about before, your price, how much do you want to spend, asking for help, and those types of things, and all that stuff is great. But another thing we're going to talk about today is the grape itself. And so there are two primary regions in the U.S. where the Pinot Noir grape is grown. One is the central coast of California, and the other is in Oregon, usually around the Willamette Valley. And so these are two wines that represent each of those areas. And so ultimately the difference in the grape really comes down to the sun. And so if you're growing the same grape in two places, how much sunlight it gets really affects how ripe it gets. And so we think about California, being sunny, having a nice climate, as represented in this Meiomi Pinot. California grapes, Pinot Noir grapes, are going to get a little bit more ripe. So they're going to be a little more They're going to be a little darker in color, and they're going to have a little bit more robust flavor as far as Pinot goes. Where this A to Z is from Oregon. And so when we think about Oregon, we think about, sorry, you got to let Rosie out. For Oregon, we've got to think about it being cloudy, a little bit more rain, things like that. So those grapes are getting less sunlight, which ultimately leads to a little bit lighter in color wine and a little bit less robust flavor, a little bit more subtle flavor. And so when you're thinking about what Pinot is the best for you, whether you're having it with food or just drinking it on its own, those are two things to consider. California Pinots are usually going to be darker in color, more robust in flavor. Oregon Pinots are going to be a little lighter in color, a little bit more subtle flavor. Hope that helps you next time you're looking for a Pinot Noir. See ya.